Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR.
When it's all on the line, you turn to the strong, the stable, the unwavering. To those with a history of raising their performance to meet the moment. It's true in basketball. It's true in banking. Grizzlies Checking from Pinnacle. Play hard. Bank easy. Open a Grizzlies checking account with at least $100 and a recurring direct deposit by August 31st. And you could receive a $200 direct deposit bonus into your account. Details at grizzliesbanking.com. Member FDIC.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing beats catching your Grizzlies IRL, and nobody knows that better than you. So next time you want to hit up a game, Ticketmaster's got your back with tickets to every upcoming matchup. Whether you're catching the Grizzlies at home or on the road, you'll find tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Keep putting that jersey collection to use and get Grizzlies tickets today. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside again soon, Memphis.
Justin Timberlake.
I'm bringing sexy back.
The Forget Tomorrow World Tour. Live in Memphis. Justin Timberlake. FedEx Forum, Saturday, November 23rd. Get tickets now at livenation.com. The brand new single Selfish is available to stream and download now. For more, hit up justintimberlake.com.
John Moran is now being called by multiple professional athletes the most athletic human in the world.
What's the second best highlight you've seen this year?
That's right. I mean, I can't think of something off the top of my head.
He's had three that are better. I mean, I said this yesterday. 99.9% of every NBA player could play not only this year, but their entire careers.
The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans, one exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals takes it straight to you during the Grizzlies 2024-2025 season. Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rate.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item, whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing compares to catching your Grizzlies IRL. And that all starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch every highlight. Put that jersey collection to use for the next game and get Grizzlies tickets at Ticketmaster. Whether they're here at FedEx Forum or on the road, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring tickets. And there's no better brag than saying you saw it live.
Goldberg announces he's going to have a retirement match in 2025, and he said this on College Game Day.
We know you're trying to ride the coattails because the 2025 is supposed to be the year of John Cena. Goldberg, I have a message for you, my guy. We don't care about your retirement match. Your retirement match was 3 years ago. Go somewhere, go away.
Tune in to Grind City Wrestling weekly on the Grind City Media app and on the Grind City Media YouTube channel.
There's no greater gift in the NBA right now than the gift of Ja Morant highlights. The highlight of Ja Morant going reverse 360 generated 161 million views in the first 24 hours.
Hey, Grizzlies fans, be sure to tune in to Grizzbeat, where the panel and I break down all things Grizzlies and take a look at the rest of the NBA as well. The show is live every Wednesday, 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Live from downtown Memphis, this is the Chris Vernon Show on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, here's your host, Chris Vernon.
Here we go. It's noon on GrindCityMedia.com. It's Chris Vernon Show. Welcome. It is the Friday, November 15th, 2024 edition of the show. Today on the show, got a bunch going on. Gary Parrish on the Gary Parrish Show is going to join us in studio as he does on Fridays. We're going to check in with Butterbean. Butterbean, the former heavyweight boxer and MMA jackass star. He is actually going to be at the Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson fight tonight. And he has issued a challenge. Butterbean is also going to be in Memphis on Sunday. So we're going to catch up with him, talk to him about the fight coming up this weekend. Brian Edwards from Vegas Insider joins us on Fridays. He'll have his picks for the upcoming weekend. We'll go through the big slate of college games. Bunch of sports going on in Memphis over the weekend. We'll get to all of those. Both Tiger teams have home games. The Hustle have a home game. The Grizzlies are going to be playing against Jokic on Sunday. Ton of stuff to get to. Let's do it. Turn it up. Hope everybody's having a good day. All right, ton of stuff to get to. Man, oh man, we have a big sports weekend. Tonight, Memphis Tigers are going to be playing a game downtown at FedEx Forum. Yuki Mania is running wild in South Haven. And on the television screen, we are going to have not only the Grizzlies playing against the Warriors in, as I saw on the Grizzlies Instagram this morning, the quest for the cup in their first Emirates Cup game that is taking place tonight. Then tomorrow, the Memphis Tiger football team is going to be playing over at the Liberty Bowl and in the Battle of the Bones. Then on Sunday, Grizzlies going to be back home against the Denver Nuggets. Before I get to anything, I welcome John Roser to the show. John Roser, a.k.a. the Cologne Ranger, the Body Spray Bandit, Senior Sack, Johnny Backpull, Johnny Bearcat, John Asparagus, Johnny Neck Carb, John Lance. He's Yogi Roser.
What up?
Hello, John.
What's up?
Oh, it's a big night for you. Yuka Mania running wild. There's going to be a lot of eyes on you.
Yeah, it is.
I would imagine this will be a household event in the country of Japan as Yuki Mania. Are you guys on something I can watch?
GLeague.com. They're going to crash the G League's website. Japan might. They really might crash the website.
I hope so. Devin Walker's here. He's the microphone mangler, Senor Quasadilla. He's Mr. Math. He's Navajo Joe, the reporter, the photographer. He is Sir Hiss.
Tonight, something might happen that did not happen last year, Vernon. You know something might happen? We did not win a cup game last year, bro. We are winless in the NBA Cup.
Oh, wow. This is to break a streak.
This is to break a streak.
Great franchises don't let cup problems carry over from one year to the next.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
No
Gary
cup
Parrish, you
hangovers.
can listen to him every morning at 10 o'clock on the Gary Parrish Show here on Grind City Media, YouTube, and everywhere else you can find podcasts. Look, I think that one of the things that we talked about earlier in the week is we had played what appeared to be this intensely pitiful Portland Trailblazers team over the weekend on Sunday, and then by the time that they played against Minnesota, they beat them back-to-back, including in a Emirates Cup game. And I said, don't tell me that people don't put a higher value on the Emirates Cup because that team looked radically different. And then you saw all those games going down to the wire, and like they were super intense with the Miami Heat Pistons game. You had a bunch of them that were going on. And then yesterday, don't tell me the quest to the cup doesn't matter, because we get a health update that Desmond Bane's obliques feeling a little bit better.
More.
Look, it just means more. Would he look? We talk about this. Would Desmond Bane possibly be available for tonight if it weren't a cup game? Probably not. Probably not.
He skipped doubtful.
Yeah, he skipped.
He skipped right over. He flew right past doubtful.
I see that cup.
He went right there. He's got his eyes on the cup.
And we got a lot of guys that $500,000 would make a huge difference.
Oh, sure.
Including our starting lineup for the most part. Outside of Jared.
Right.
Pretty much our whole starting lineup.
No, like
it would have a profound effect.
Yeah. I mean, think about
the last starting lineup included Jay Huff.
Yeah.
It included Jalen Wells, and it includes Scottie Pippen Jr. And frankly,
that's
Santi Aldama, it mattered to him too.
You drop $500,000 on Jalen Wells, that like changes his life.
Yes,
he's gonna blow a bag, bro. He's gonna blow
and we got
bag
and we got a bunch of them on the bench too. That it could have. Like Vince Williams supposed to be back tonight, and so there's no doubt they care. Like I think once it took place last year, and then the $500,000, it like all became very real to everybody once they saw guys winning $500,000 to win the thing. They're gonna want to win the thing,
and we want to go to Vegas too.
Yeah.
That's all part of it. I need y'all to win this so we can go to Vegas.
For sure.
Like in the random part
Well,
of the
think
year.
about even like when we're on the golf course.
That's
Like,
right.
you know, $100 isn't going to change your life, but like we want to win it.
You just want to win it.
Yeah.
There's stakes. There's stakes to it, right?
Yeah.
There are big stakes tonight. Roser just told me that somebody went into Las Vegas and put $1 million on Jake Paul tonight.
That's Caesars. Yeah, put $1 million on him, minus 220.
Okay.
Dude, the line has gone from like minus 185. It's like minus 230 at spots
I saw it
now.
at 275.
It's flying up.
I mean, so look, I am so excited about tonight. I've already figured out how to plan. I mean, because I've got, I'll have one TV on the Grizzlies versus the Warriors, and I'm going to have the other one that's going on this fight, which is going to be on Netflix.
And you got Tigers at 7 too.
Oh, yeah.
You got Tigers Ohio at 7.
Purdue, Alabama.
Yeah.
Oh, that's tonight?
Top 10 matchup. SmackDown.
There you go. One's up.
Get your ones up.
You got to get that 15 teammate, Verno. You got to get that 15. Who's that 15
There's a lot going on this weekend,
You
man.
need like 8 screens tonight. It's going to be a party.
There's
We
gonna
getting wings.
There's going to be a lot going on. So, look, that Jake Paul, Mike Tyson thing, obviously we're going to talk to Butterbean about it. And I know you mentioned it, Gary. You watched the Netflix thing?
We did last night.
I haven't gotten around to it. Is it worth me watching it?
Yeah, you get through it real quick.
Oh, okay.
It'll just sort of take you down memory lane. It's good. It gets you ready for the fight.
You know what? You know what it makes me think of? I miss so badly HBO boxing and them doing those, because even if I didn't ever care about those fights, as soon as I watched those, I loved them. I loved the narration. I loved the stories. I loved everything.
This is from the same cloth. I think Ice-T narrates it. Is that right?
Yeah.
Ice-T narrates it, and it's well done.
Did you start to believe differently about the fight after watching it? That was the deal with all of those. Every time I watched the lead up to the fight, I would then find myself having a conviction of what I thought was going to happen in the fight. In the absence of watching that, I've told you guys, my opinion is this. I grew up, we're around the same age, Gary. The biggest athletes when we were growing up were Michael Jordan, Mike Tyson, Bo Jackson. Yeah. I mean, you'd say, right? And Tyson, especially because of the video game, was king of kings. And he was the heavyweight champion of the world, and he was cool, and he was wearing the black shorts coming in. We were here when Tyson Lewis came here. And then I obviously remember the end of Tyson's boxing career, where he was a complete shell of himself. Right. I also know what it's like to be in your mid-40s, which I am right now, and I cannot fathom what it's going to be like for me when I'm 58.
That's the thing.
And I don't want to see him get beat up, but I feel like, the same way I didn't like watching Tiger Woods struggle, right? I still believe it's still real to me, damn it.
Yeah.
This is who I love. But then you watch Tiger Woods this year, and he's like struggling to walk down the fairway, and it's like, this sucks.
I think that's the best comparison of what this might feel like.
Yeah.
Every time the Masters comes, we're like, man, Tiger's back out there. Can't wait. And then we watch it, and it's like, this is not fun.
Bro, I didn't like watching Tony in the Big Three.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah, he got cooked. He got cooked, dude.
Yeah.
And I remember him stealing the ball from Klay Thompson, and I figure this dude will always be able to do that.
Yeah. No.
Bro, he can't
and so
run upstairs without it hurting.
Right. And like 58 like you can't overemphasize how big of a deal it is to be 58 in a boxing ring. I'm not a professional athlete, obviously, but just at 47. I was earlier this year at my little guy's baseball practice, and we ended early, and there was still some daylight, and the kids were like, hey, why don't the dads play against us? And we're like, all right, let's play. And I grab my glove, and I hop out there, and I get back at second base, and it feels good. And you'll remember, I went to the hole for one ball, felt fine, woke up the next morning, I could not move. I came to play golf with you.
He came to play golf with me, and I did not have a partner. He was my partner. I did not have a partner on the back nine. He
couldn't move?
No. His back locked up.
Yeah, I slipped a disc. And I just woke up and I felt bad, and I was like, but this is just being old. Let me stretch a minute, I'll be fine. Yeah. I had to quit after like 5 holes. I couldn't swing a club. And
they said one of our guys went to his car and got pain relief back pills.
We got one guy who's got a drug dealing operation out the truck.
Yeah, shout out to him. Good people. Shout out to him.
It didn't work.
It didn't work. I was taking drugs. I tried to overdose on pain pills.
Yeah.
Nothing was working. I had to go to Ortho South and get treated. Like I was on Grizz PR injury report.
Yep.
And so my point is, you just don't know what it's like to be old, trying to do stuff you used to do. Until you're old, you're doing it. And it's one thing to get in a ring, get on a speed bag. It's another thing to get in there with a 27-year-old put-together guy who's throwing real punches at you. I'm worried that – I know Mike can land a punch, and that's obviously what we want to see. I don't want – just like I don't like – and you don't like watching Tiger Woods limp around a golf course and double bogey, I don't want to watch Mike Tyson get beat up.
And Jake Paul, like, he's a real fighter, bro. Everybody can laugh about it and they can call him a YouTuber. I've watched his fights. I watched him fight Ben Askren. I watched him fight Anderson Silva. I watched him fight Tyrone Woodley. I watched him fight, what's the guy's name that Tommy Fury.
Right?
I mean, I've watched him fight those guys. Like, he is a boxer.
He
like,
can throw a real
fight.
punch.
Yeah, dude. He can really fight.
I don't worry about
I'm holding on to this hope. I'm just holding on to this hope, man.
I don't worry about Mike Tyson being able to throw a punch. I think Mike Tyson can throw a punch and knock a lot of people out.
Come on,
I don't know. 58 years old, can you take a punch?
That's the thing. Brian Campbell, who
Butterbean said the same thing too. He
covers,
said he's worried about him.
Fighting and boxing, MMA for CBS Sports. I had him on earlier, and he mentioned the Evander Holyfield comeback fight 3 years ago. Holyfield did one of these at the same age, 58, and he said the first time he got hit, he was just going like he was still in the fight, but it was over. He couldn't. His legs were gone.
Because how long has it been since you
got hit?
Hit. Like not sparring hit, just
taka.
Right. That's like you always hear.
And Jake Paul is the worst person to beat up Mike Tyson.
Yeah, I know.
That's the other thing I don't want. Right.
That's why I need Tyson to win this.
That's the other reason I don't want to see it is
Paul.
because it's like. Even when, like, do you remember they did the exhibition with him and Roy Jones Jr.? Yeah. And I was like, what is this?
Right.
Yeah.
This is just sad.
Right.
Anybody but Jake Paul, bro.
And that's the other thing about, and Mike even said this. I went back and watched his interview after he lost to Kevin McBride, which was his last professional fight, sanctioned. It was 19 years ago.
19 years ago.
19 years ago.
Sheesh.
All right. And it was so sad. Like, I would encourage anybody to go watch it. You could just Google Mike Tyson, Kevin McBride interview in the ring or whatever. It'll pop up. But he's like, almost ashamed, it feels like, and hurt. And he's like, I can't do this anymore. He said, he actually says, I just needed.
It's 20 years ago.
It was 20 years ago.
But we look up
this
today.
was my point.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
He said, I just needed to pay bills, if I'm being honest. I want to apologize to the fans, but I can get in shape. This is what he actually said. I can stay in shape, but this ain't in me anymore.
Then we saw you see the quote from him yesterday, a couple days ago, where he said, I have a daughter that doesn't know who her dad is, like how cold his dad, basically, how cold her dad is. I'm gonna remind her.
Well, that is
Friday night how cold her dad is.
These
and I was like, let's go.
And that's
let's
what I was
go,
like,
Mike.
right? Because there's these variables that can. It is true. Like a 58-year-old should not be able to beat up a 27-year-old, but this 27-year-old, as real of a fighter as he is, he's never been hit by somebody like Mike Tyson.
Somebody said
do it
last
for your
night,
daughter, Mike.
Somebody said, explain. Did you see that meme that was going around? Explain this to me in NBA terms. And somebody said, it's like Bronny playing Michael Jordan now.
Right.
I think Jordan would still win that, though.
But that's a trap we fall into. That's a trap we fall into. Bronny can still dunk.
Like 19-year-old
still
Bronny might go cook old Michael Jordan.
He might. He might.
But that thing you just said, Tiger talked about that.
Yeah.
He was motivated. He's like, I don't know if he ever put it this way, but he more or less said, I'm the greatest golfer ever, and my kids have never seen it. And I just wanted them to see it.
He was like 40-something.
Right. And Mike Tyson said the same thing about his kids.
Yeah, he's like,
my kids can jump on YouTube, but my kids have never actually seen me be great. I'd like to see them just, but the
one time.
The alternative to that is your kids
watch
you get beat up.
No. Their kids can see a lot of stuff about him on YouTube.
When
can
Roy
see a lot of
Jones got
stuff.
knocked out here, I'll never forget. His kids were in the front row, and it was those kids were in tears.
Oh no! Oh yeah.
I mean,
and
just think about what it would be like.
Glenn Johnson. No, not Glenn Johnson.
It was Glenn Johnson
and Antonio Tarver, and then Glenn Johnson.
Well, Tarver knocked him out first, and then they came here to do the bounce back fight, and then Glenn Johnson knocked him out even worse. And the kids, I'll never forget those kids. See, imagine what it'd be like.
I know.
Watch your dad get beat up.
Thanks.
Like most of us don't watch our dads get beat up.
Nah, we don't.
Your dads are superhuman figures.
That's right.
To sit there tonight, like there's a scenario tonight where some children watch their dad, their iconic father, get beat up. That's not fun.
That's why I wanted him to beat the hell out of Jake Paul, just for that purpose.
58.
Beat his ass, please.
Shout out Antonio Tarver, by the way, has a key to the city. He got from Mayor Harrington. Wasn't it? It was in the parking lot of.
I covered it.
Shoney's or
Captain D's.
Captain D's.
Bro, no way.
In Hickory Hill.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
Bro, there's no way, bro.
Yes.
I went there to cover it.
A Captain D's, bro.
On Winchester in Hickory Hill.
I covered.
Some Memphis-ish right there.
You ready for this? I covered 2 keys to the city in Hickory Hill. I covered Zebo getting his at Walmart at the corner of Mount Moriah and Ridgeway.
Ain't no city like Memphis, man.
I'm like, we're doing this at Walmart?
Right.
I'm with it.
Like, can't you bring them down to Bill Street or something?
Yeah, man. Walmart and Captain D's. I'm with
I've seen 2 keys to the city at Walmart
like
and
if we're
Captain
going to do
D's.
them in random parking lots, at least do them at like Memphis, authentic Memphis. Like do like Central Barbecue or something.
Yeah.
Like
What's
a
the guy
Memphis
here at Rail
place.
Garden?
I did a story.
Drake.
Drake did get his at Rail Garden.
I did a story on
bro.
Antonio Tarver like during that time.
Yeah.
And I remember calling him and he was like, hello? And I'm like, hey, Gary Parrish commercial appeal. He's like, oh, yeah, I knew you were calling. I'm on the other line, or I'm on another phone right now. Can you just hold? I was like, yeah, no problem. And he goes to clearly another phone and he's like, I just don't understand these charges. I've been with AT&T for 17 years, and now you're trying to hit me with a new charge. I was like, it was like a "they're just like us" moment. I was like, I'm listening to Antonio Tarver argue on the phone with AT&T.
Yeah. Just like us.
Just like us.
Indian guy named Jim from India.
I think Jake Paul is going to beat him up, and I don't like saying that.
I think if
I
Jake
just
Paul
don't
wants to
wanna-
knock him out in the first round, he'll knock him out in the first
Come out of
round.
my mouth, Vernon. I can't do it.
I just don't want to see
I just have to see it with my eye.
I'm going to watch it because I'm interested. It does interest me.
Oh, yeah.
It does interest me.
I think Jake Paul will let this fight will go as long as he wants it to. If he wants it to go 3 rounds, it'll go 3 rounds. If he wants to end it in 1, he'll end it in 1.
It's just 58.
It's 58 years old.
58
Once you
years
get
old,
hit,
58's old.
Mike.
You see Chuck
What you,
Liddell's
bro?
last fight? Remember
We
Chuck
got you,
Liddell
bro.
did like one last fight
We
too,
got you,
and it
Mike.
was
He's an athlete at 58.
The 58's hard, bro.
We got you, Mike.
And like Jake Paul, he's not like he couldn't go fight a top 10 fighter in the world in his weight class right now, but he is, to Vernon's point, 27 years old, in shape, and he can throw a real punch. I think the most likely scenario is that the official gets in there and stops it at some point. They're not going to let Mike Tyson get beat up bad, so Paul will start landing a few shots and they'll step it. Stop.
Damn, y'all.
I hope that's
myself
not right.
on this Mike Tyson island.
I hope.
Damn, man.
What the most concerning thing is, besides the obvious, the age, everybody in the world, our age and up, so people with money want Mike Tyson to win this. And the betting markets are saying, bring us all your Mike Tyson money.
What if I told you that the Grizzlies are playing tonight against the Golden State Warriors, and the starting point guard for the Golden State Warriors is Tim Hardaway, senior.
Oh, the senior?
Yeah, he's 58.
That's what we're talking about. That's what this is.
Hey, look, man.
Right?
Mike, bro, you do it for your kids, bro. You never know about that old man scoring
Okay,
dad
Tim
strength.
Hardaway could want to score points for his kid too.
Hey, scoring dad strength is
Dave,
different,
you don't
bro.
know. You ain't lived like we
y'all ain't
lived.
50 yet. You got messed
Do
up
you
back.
think Tim Hardaway Sr. would score on Scottie Pippen Jr.? Right?
No chance.
Right.
Maybe like once or twice.
And that's the problem.
Look, bro.
Like how old is Zebo right now?
42.
Okay, if you put him in a G League game tonight,
No.
what would that look like?
Wait, no. Zebo might be.
Zebo's 40. I think he's about 42, 43, right?
And if you threw him in the hustle game tonight, just say,
43.
hey, that'd be tough.
Oh, Zebo a cook. Come on, ZP. He in shape. He go to Hot Works.
Getting old is tough.
Getting old is tough, man.
Yeah.
No, I remember Chuck Liddell, his last fight in UFC. Dude, he got knocked out by a guy that had a broken arm.
Right.
And Dana White said immediately after, he's never fighting here again. He came out of retirement through Oscar De La Hoya's Golden Boy thing and fought one more fight with Tito Ortiz in 2018. And Tito Ortiz just knocked him out in the first round. And it's like, you see it, it's like, dude, he can't.
It's just annoying because my favorite UFC fighter ever was Anderson Silva, and I watched Jake Paul beat him up. Right. And I was like, this sucks.
Well, what?
Like, if you would have fought Anderson Silva, this is so.
If you would have fought prime Anderson Silva.
Think about this. Mike's last boxing match was 19 years ago when he was, I think, 38 years old. And he lost. He got knocked out by Kevin McBride, or he quit fighting Kevin McBride. And after that fight, Kevin McBride fought 9 more times and went 2-7. And that guy beat up Mike Tyson 19 years ago. Hey. A guy who went 2-7 the rest of his career. So, how much better are you going to be 19 years later?
Look, man.
I don't know.
Come on, man. Scoring down strength.
Hey,
let's go, Mike. Let's go, Iron Mike.
The last time Mike Tyson fought in a professional boxing match, Gigi Jackson was not born.
It's tough.
Born. He wasn't born.
He wasn't even a fetus. He wasn't born.
He was a fetus.
Hey,
he was actually a fetus.
No matter what happens in the ring, we're still going to get the Mike Tyson's going to walk into a ring tonight with a towel draped over him.
I will say this.
That'd be a cool scene.
with the black shorts.
I will say this. I have certainly resented all of the stuff that's gone on with streaming and everything. That being said, the last 2 things, we've had a roast now that has been on Netflix, and now we have got a big fight that has been on Netflix. And I'm with that, right? I am with that. Like,
and you're getting WWE Raw.
Would you pay for this?
I actually, at this point, I
would too.
I would. At this point, I would pay for it. Like, my kids are excited about this now.
They are?
Oh, yeah. Like, we were driving to school the other morning, and somebody mentioned it on radio, and so they were like, I want to watch that, because they're more familiar with Jake Paul, but they're aware of Mike Tyson. But we watched the Netflix thing together. The kids did, and then we watched Michael Spink's Mike Tyson fight. I showed them that. Like, they're fired up. They're excited about it.
Did you show them the interview where he said he'll eat somebody's kids?
I didn't get that far.
You should have shown them that.
Jake Paul is an interesting one, too, because I feel like the brother has changed things a lot where there are people that really like him because he is a great wrestler.
Great wrestler.
He's turned into a great wrestler. I don't know anybody that likes Jake Paul. Like, he has done that. He's pulled this off pretty well.
Right.
Where he's pretty much universally disliked. There's no, like, Jake Paul fans.
I'm fascinated by those guys. Like,
I know.
They're just middle America kids.
Oh,
I mean, they're no different than if William had a brother.
That's right.
And
He's pulled it off.
And they just started making videos. And
rubs me the wrong way.
He rubs everyone the wrong way.
Because people want to see.
You need somebody to punch him in the face,
But they figured this out. Like, they didn't just, they prime over the prime. I'm telling you, every time they have a new prime bottle, my kids
I know.
badger me to go, Dad, can we go to, can we stop by whatever that store is? Why? It's always the same answer. New Kevin Durant prime bottle came out. That's all, that's Logan Paul.
Paul brothers have figured it out.
And then Jake Paul's figured out how to become, he just is, the biggest draw in boxing. It's not Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford can't do this fight.
That's tough.
This is where we are.
Have a good weekend, brother.
You too.
Hey, who we got tonight? Is Memphis going to beat Ohio or no?
Should, double-digit favorite. Ohio's 1-2, has already lost to 2 teams.
James Madison and Illinois State.
Memphis. Yeah, Memphis should win. Memphis
should be okay.
And remain undefeated heading into next week.
We got a big weekend. Of course, we've been talking about this fight. And then on Sunday, not only are the Grizzlies going to be playing the Nuggets, but earlier in the day, over at the Memphis Wrestle Center, Butterbean's going to be in town. He is taking a part in that with a VIP meet and greet from 12:30 to 1:30, then bell times at 1:30 sharp. MemphisWrestling.tv is the website. MemphisWrestling.tv, and you can get tickets there. And Butterbean's going to be part of the show this weekend. I think he's going to the fight tonight. We got him on?
Yeah, we got him.
Butterbean! Hey, man!
Guys, how y'all doing?
Thanks for coming on.
Hey, appreciate having me.
All right, so this weekend, do you know what you're going to be doing at the Wrestle Center? Hopefully knocking somebody out.
Matter of fact, we're at the fights tonight, and then I'm headed over to Memphis Sunday. We're having a good time. I mean, I might have the itch and have to knock somebody out, but who knows?
There you go. All right, why are you going to the fight tonight?
You know, I mean, I want to fight the winner. I mean, which I feel is going to be Tyson if it's a real fight. I would love to fight Jake because Jake run his mouth about me a long time ago. But, yeah, it's going to be interesting.
You and Mike are about the same age, right?
Yeah, we're about the same age. I know Mike well. I was with Mike about a month ago.
Tell me about it.
I would crush him. I mean, the one thing that, Mike scared people out of, you don't scare me. He's not that big a guy, but he can't take a punch. I've knocked out 2 people that's knocked people that he's fought out. One of them knocked out Buster Douglas, the other one, and Kevin McBride. Both of them knocked Tyson out. I destroyed that guy.
What about Paul? Why? It convinced me because I think we're all worried that Mike's just too old for this, and that he's 58 years old, and obviously the betting markets are all saying that Jake Paul is going to make quick work of him or take care of him. Tell me why that's not going to happen.
Mike's way too experienced. Jake knows that. I don't know why they're even thinking Mike could lose. I don't. Other than it being rigged. I mean, they are buddies. They do smoke dope together all the time. They're good friends. They eat 3 edibles, and Mike gives him an ear of Evander. I don't know what that's about. And then they kissing on each other. Who knows? Who knows what they're thinking?
Why do you think that you don't think that the age difference just creates too great of an advantage? I mean, I guess you're the same age as Mike Tyson right now.
Have you never seen the blooper of the big, strong, muscle-bound robber robs this old man that's 80-year-old, and the 80-year-old knocks him out because he used to be a boxer?
Yeah. But
I tell you what, I know a lot of people in my age, 58, 60 years old, that's in unbelievable shape. I'm in better shape than I ever have been in my life right now.
But when's the last time you punched somebody or got punched?
About 2 weeks ago, I was in the ring sparring with my son.
Oh, okay. All right. So for you, Mike Tyson hasn't been in the ring in a real fight in, I think, 19 years, they said.
You ever ride a bike?
Yeah.
Could you get on it and do it right now?
Yeah,
but man, it's just something that's in your blood.
In fairness, Butterbean, I wouldn't be nearly as good at riding a bike as I was when I was younger.
Power is the last thing to go on a fighter. There's no comparison. A 50% Mike Tyson can beat 125% Jake Paul.
What do you think about Jake Paul as a boxer? Because he's been in a lot of matches now, and he's obviously been in a lot of matches.
He's not been in many matches at all. He's been in very few that's real fights. He's fought MMA guys and ballerina and boxers and YouTubers, and he's fought one boxer, and a boxer beat him.
What's the difference between being why should I discount the MMA guys like the Nate Diaz's, the Anderson Silvas, or whatever? Would you just say it's just a totally different?
They're great fighters, but they're not boxers. I mean, they learn enough about boxing to keep them to have a stand-up game where they don't go down as much, and a lot of them want to take it to the fight.
You've done both, right?
You've done. I fought a lot of. I had 30-something MMA fights. They all want to take me down because they didn't want to stand there and box because they knew I would just dominate it.
Well, they also didn't. Yeah, I would. I mean, how are they getting you down? Seriously.
A good wrestler can take anybody down.
I guess. Which did you prefer doing? Did you like fighting MMA?
Yes, because the fans knew. I mean, they understood the game.
Yeah.
Boxing fans, they just want to see a fight. They don't want to see a boxing match. They want to see a fight. And that's what I did. I went out there and fought. I went out there and knocked somebody out.
I'm so fascinated by you and your whole story. How did it begin for you?
Well, it started with Tough Man. I got dared to be in one, and I went from there.
But did you have any training before you did Tough Man? Did you have any training?
No.
Did you get in a bunch of fights as a kid?
No, my brother used to beat the shit out of me, though. He was like 15 years older, and I used to beat the crap out of me.
The younger brother thing. All right, so
the more remarkable thing right now is I got injured fighting. I gained a bunch of weight. I was over 500 pounds. I couldn't walk. I was in a wheelchair for 3 years. And come across DDP, which I've known him for years. You want me to do that damn yoga stuff? And I go, I'm not doing yoga. I'm just not. So finally I got to the point, I go, I'll try anything. And what Diamond Dallas Page does is not regular yoga. It's his version of stretching on steroids. And I'm at 280 right now. I've never been under 3 in my life.
Wow. You know what's crazy?
I went from a 68 pants to a 38 pants.
Where do you buy 68?
Oh, they got them. I can't even go in the big and tall stores anymore because the stuff don't fit me.
That's amazing, man. And that's a lot of hard work to be able to get to that point. It's crazy you say that because we actually have a coworker that lost a crazy amount of weight, and he swears by that DDP yoga.
Oh, it works, man. It does. It's helped me. But that, if you want to watch the story, it's on YouTube. It's called Butterbean's One More Fight. But no, I'd love to fight Tyson or Jake Paul. I'd love to fight the winner. I'd rather fight Jake than Tyson. I'd beat Tyson because he can't take a punch. But Jake, I'd love to fight to just shut him up.
So if Mike can't take a punch, why are you convinced that Jake's not going to hit him?
Jake can't hit. He don't punch hard. Why do you think they're doing 2-minute rounds? They're doing girls rounds because Jake's a girl. He's a sissy. You can't handle real rounds.
I love it. What's the hardest hit you've taken? You say guys can't take a punch. Who hit you the hardest?
Guy named Cabbage. It was from a kick, a head kick. But yeah, you don't really feel a punch. Like if you take a baseball bat and hit the ground, the vibration, that's all you feel.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I would probably be holding my head for an hour. You just say it just dinged you up and then you're okay again.
Yeah, it's not like people think it don't hurt till the next day.
Right. I got you. What is your day-to-day life like now?
I stay pretty busy. I got 10 grandkids, so we have a lot of fun with life.
Oh, wow. 10 grandkids?
Yeah, my kids are breeders.
Are you still in Alabama?
Still live in Alabama. I travel all over the place, though.
Right. And you're still traveling and doing events like you're doing this weekend in Memphis
I'm
on
in
Sunday?
I'm in Texas tonight. I'll be in Memphis Sunday.
We're
going to have a lot of fun in Memphis, too.
Regardless of what happens tonight in this fight between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, are we going to see you in the ring again either way?
Yeah, I'm going to fight eventually somewhere. I want to do one more fight just to prove to people. I was in a wheelchair for 3 years just to prove to people, don't give up hope. I was looking out a window waiting to die. Instead of looking for something to live for. And you need to look out that window for something to live for, and you can get up and do it.
Who saved you?
I just want to prove to people that you can accomplish anything you want to accomplish. Just don't give up and believe in yourself.
I know you talked about the DDP yoga. Who saved you? Like, who got you snapped out of it?
Well, Dallas has a guy named Josh. And Josh helped me out a lot. He really helped. He got me going and then had me believing in myself again pretty quick.
When people, and inevitably when you're going to be in Dallas this weekend, people are going to be running up to you. You're going to meet a lot of people in Memphis when you're here for the rest of the thing. What do people bring up to you the most?
Probably knocking out Johnny Knoxville.
Jackass was a different world, right? Just being a part of that. I don't think people understand what a phenomenon that was.
It still is. Crazy.
Yeah. And so knocking Johnny Knoxville out is the one that people always bring up to you?
Yeah, I held 3 world titles in boxing, and I held a world title in MMA. And, dropped Flurry Holmes in the 10th round, but they want to talk about knocking out Knoxville. You figure.
Did you like knocking him out, or is there part of you that felt bad?
I don't feel bad about it. I knocked his grandma out if they wanted me to.
Understood.
Before that, it was WrestleMania. I fought a guy named Bart Gunn. Knocked him out really bad.
Yeah, I remember.
Pretty much ended Bart's wrestling career.
Again, no remorse?
No.
No remorse. And
we were doing the Family Feud not long ago with the Jackass guys. I asked Johnny, I go, because they were tasing each other and stuff. I go, Johnny, you ready for your rematch? Believe it or not, they didn't tase me or nothing. But Johnny's like, no, I don't want a rematch. He goes, I had vertigo for 6 weeks. I couldn't even walk straight.
Do you train to fight right now?
All the time. All the time. I train. I work out with my son. He just had a fight. Now, he's a small heavyweight, but he fought a 500-pounder just recently.
500-pounder?
But the guy could do the total split.
What?
Yeah, it's insane.
What's the guy's name?
I don't even remember his name.
He weighs 500 pounds. All right, we'll just Google what your son's name is. This Caleb?
Caleb Ash. It's on my TikTok. I believe I got it on there.
Okay, we got to look this up. And the guy, he fought a guy. Why did you let him get in the ring with a guy that was 500 pounds?
No, go big or go home.
Jesus. Is the guy like a legitimate fighter, the 500-pound guy?
Yeah, legitimate fighter. I mean, like I said, he works out. He can do the splits. I mean, this guy was. Sumo wrestlers, believe it or not, are really in shape.
Understood. Which is your favorite? If you were to say, if I were to say, hey man, somebody go look this up on YouTube. Which is the one that you would direct everybody to? Butterbean versus what? What is the YouTube that you would go watch?
A guy named Louis Monaco.
Louis Monaco.
Oh, yeah.
Monaco or Bart Gunn. Bart Gunn's a good one too. But Monaco knocked out Kevin McBride, knocked out Buster Douglas. He went like 8 or 10 rounds of Klitschko. Tough dude, and I destroyed him.
Louis Monaco. All right, we're gonna pull it up for sure. All right, last thing. Give me a prediction for tonight.
If it goes past the first round, it's rigged. If Tyson don't stop him in the first round, they paid him to go longer. There's no way, Mike. It's just not feasible. They had to pay him. As a matter of fact, I seen a video of Jake saying, yeah, Mike, if you can go 5 rounds, at least 5 rounds with me, I'll give you X amount of dollars. They're paying him to go the distance if it does.
You think it? So I'll know by the end of the first round whether or not
You'll
this
know.
is.
Well, and why they're doing 2-minute rounds? They're fighting chick rules. Jake's is 50. I'm telling you, he really is.
I love it. This
You know,
Sunday.
I threw it out there, Jack, back when Jake was talking nasty about me. I said, I'll fight you winner take all. It's not all about the money. I'll fight you winner take all. He didn't want to even talk to me about it. Yeah, Mike ain't saying that.
But you're fighting. One way or another, we are going to see you in the ring again.
Definitely.
Yeah. Do you lament what's happened to boxing?
It's sad. I mean, letting stuff like this fight happen, yeah, he didn't earn the right to be there. It's just all about money now.
Yeah. And now, I mean, with HBO getting out of it, and it's like the 100 belts and everything, I mean, it's tough, right?
There's not 100. It's only 98.
It really, I mean, it's
y'all have a great day, and I will see y'all Sunday.
Sunday. Thanks, Butterbean. All right, man. He's going to be here on Sunday at the Memphis Wrestle Center.
Yeah, it's 2-minute rounds.
VIP meet and greet at 12:30 to 1:30, and then bell time at 1:30 sharp. MemphisWrestling.tv if you want to get it, and you can go in there and meet him. What?
Man,
you think he cares?
Hey, you don't give a damn,
No,
boy.
does not care.
Butterbean doesn't care.
Bro.
I do not agree with Butterbean on the Tyson fight, but
yeah.
I'm with him, bro. I'm with Butter, man. On a couple, not everything he said, but
he said if it goes past 1 round, it's rigged.
His kids are breeders.
Yeah, he says it.
Yeah.
Not caring, bro. I'm with him. I'm with Butterbean on the Tyson thing, bro.
I am unsurprised. Of all the times, of all the fights and what a phenomenon Butterbean became, that jackass thing took him to a different, a level that is, it's hard to describe how big that was. Yeah, did you ever watch Jackass?
I did.
Jackass was, it was, culturally, it was just such a huge deal, man. Yeah. Those guys are still famous. Whatever happened to Knoxville? I haven't seen him in years. He
was in WWE like 2 years ago.
I haven't seen him in years. I see Steve-O pop up every once in a while. Unfortunately, you see Bam. He's been in a bad way. One of the guys died. Ryan Dunn. He died, right? I think Ryan died, and Bam's been in a bad way and has had big problems.
Wee Man does. He's host of Fox Sports Net skateboarding show.
What is Knoxville doing? I just feel like he hasn't been around. I haven't seen him in so many years.
Last time I saw him, he was he was in WWE. He did a WWE pay-per-view a couple years ago. You remember that? He wrestled in WWE probably like.
Johnny Knoxville did?
Yeah.
When was the last time you saw Johnny Knoxville? I just haven't seen him.
It was 2022 when I saw him. It was in WWE.
What?
It was 2022.
Oh, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's not that long ago.
He wrestled a pay-per-view.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't remember it. I just didn't. I mean, he's just been out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah. He was just
I guess they did a Jackass thing. Or didn't they do like a reunion or something?
Yeah. And
Last year,
2022, they had new Jackass movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this says Steve-O got sober, all that kind of stuff. By the way, I just went back and watched the Bart Gunn knockout, bro. Bro, okay. If Butterbean hit you, bro, I wouldn't get up. He looked like he killed him.
Tell him to pull it up.
Bart Gunn looked like he died.
Can
bro,
you guys
when he
pull
got
this up
knocked.
on YouTube?
We're not allowed to use WWE stuff.
Well,
are
just
we?
pull up a different knockout. When Butterbean knocks you out, bro, you are.
Yeah.
It ain't no.
Yeah,
all right,
WWE will zap our stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
so go to just find.
Yeah.
Just go to Butterbean's biggest knockouts on YouTube. And I was watching some of them. I'm like, yo, that's not the dude you want to get hit by. Butterbean. So I mean, I'm gonna say a prayer for whatever wrestler.
I mean, you can find the Johnny Knoxville one even.
Yeah.
He knocked out Johnny. Yeah. That was part of it. That's why everywhere he goes, somebody asks him about knocking out Johnny Knoxville. I mean, those Jackass guys were crazy.
They were massive.
Crazy.
They're massive.
Johnny Knoxville's weight's like 120
Those
pounds. He
those-
got in the ring with Butterbean.
Bro,
Those Jackass movies are crazy.
And guys like that, like they're not like they take that as like a personal affront, right? Like you think this is a joke?
Oh, it's like
that you
wrestlers.
could get in
Yeah.
a ring. That you could get in a ring with me. Like you think this is a joke? You're gonna die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like,
You even see some of those guys that like spar and like they just like damn near kill their sparring partners, and it's like, God, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right? Every once in a while there'll be like some guy that thinks like, hey, I'm gonna go get in a ring with like, and it'll be like some real boxer, and then you watch it and you're like, oh my God, no.
Should not have done that.
No,
it's
don't
like
do
telling a wrestler it's not real.
Yes.
Like this one, look at that, bro. like what is? Like come
Oh
on,
my
bro.
God.
This looks like a cartoon.
Come on, bro. like come on, bro.
Look at him. Butterbean's Butterbean.
Bro, hey, Butterbean's so
goat.
serious, man. Look,
The GOAT.
That man said, put his grandma in front of him and knock her out.
Butterbean said the last thing to go was power. He wants to fight.
He wants to fight.
Yeah.
Hey, the chat has they power rank Vernon. They know they love the Terrence Howard interview. That's one of the all timers. They're putting the Butterbean video.
Oh, they think he's up there.
They think it's up there.
They think
in
he's
the
up there.
echelon.
Oh my God! I will tell you this. There's no question that one of the biggest ones we've ever done on the show was KG, and I've got all those archive videos, bruh. I put that one up. Go look at my comment section.
The Lifetime Fitness one?
It's
On
outrageous.
TikTok or IG?
It's all pause, hey yo, pause, hey yo, because it got picked up virally somewhere, and it's
the one on
because he
TikTok.
says I went into Lifetime Fitness
Yeah.
and boned him.
Yeah.
And the whole thing is just
It's
hey yo, hey yo.
KG ain't never saying pause. No pause.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
His word choice is crazy word.
I told
he did
you.
What? You what?
Yeah,
Hey
crazy.
yo, ball up top.
I love ball up top.
Yeah, bro. Somebody said this is the most Kevin Garnett interview ever. Yeah, they found this joint, bro.
Yeah.
There's a lot of pauses in the comment section.
A lot of pause. It's just pause.
Yeah,
He did what? Yo, that word choice is crazy.
Yeah.
Pause.
You gotta watch
A lot of GIFs on there too. People like making like the.
Yeah, you gotta watch out, man. Watch out for that word.
Say it to his face. Bet you won't. I know.
Pause
I'm
into
saying-
his face? Nah.
Nah, he ain't the one.
No.
He ain't the one. He is not the one. So we got a bunch going on this weekend. We got Yuki Mania going on in South Haven. I mean, scale of 1 to 10, you had to be 10 last night when you saw that Yuki was going to be coming back. I can't believe that he's coming back for this game.
Yeah, I was also more excited that Oklahoma City's not going to have their guys. That also is it, because I want to win. I like to win a game.
Yeah,
So,
that's
like,
fair.
Oklahoma City not having all their guys. I mean, they just had a dude who grabbed 20 rebounds the other day. He's not going to be there, so that's good.
I'm gonna sound.
But yes,
I'm gonna
Yuki,
sound bad.
awesome.
I'm gonna sound bad in saying this. I couldn't care less if they win as long as Yuki plays.
I know.
Yeah, same
I
here,
would
same
rather
here.
watch Yuki play basketball.
Yes.
I feel like it's a treasure.
Yeah.
Just me getting and who do I have to make this abundantly clear to, and for your behalf too, to the G League so that I can get these games watchable?
It's
what has to happen? Like, how?
I would imagine.
How are we do another year?
I would
Just
imagine.
get a damn app.
I would
Is
imagine.
it not on the app browser?
No, I mean, does the G League have an app?
Yeah, you do. I was
app.
following that joke the other day with it.
Yeah, you probably watch it
On my
y'all don't have
TV?
I'm
saying the TV.
Oh, talking about a TV, like a Roku type app?
Yes, I
Yeah,
just
don't
want to
think
be
they have
able to
anything
pull
like
it up
that.
on my TV easy.
No, I think it'll probably happen whenever the new national TV deal kicks in.
Yeah, because now you can only like,
Everything will be on
That's
ESPN.
next year.
It'll be ESPN Plus or Prime, I would imagine.
You can only
Or Peacock.
Or Peacock. That's
Let me
cool.
see.
Either way, like
Are these
you
games
can
on
watch
YouTube?
it.
They're
I
on
don't know
YouTube.
if they were a part of that TV
so that's
deal or
the
not.
thing, Dev. That's the thing with the YouTube thing. You go to gleague.com
Yeah.
and you click the schedule and you click watch live, and it takes you to a page on the G League's website. And where to watch it, it is a YouTube video. And you will click that YouTube video and you'll be watching on YouTube. But if you go
You
to
can't go to YouTube and find
Oh,
it.
you can't go to YouTube.
If you
It's only
cannot go to
embedded.
YouTube.com.
Because it seems like it's
Yeah.
like kind of like a
Yeah, it's
tight
like
link.
it's like it's private. Yeah, you can't go to
Yeah.
YouTube.com and type it in
That's
and get
weird,
it.
bro.
It just makes it so hard if I have to find the browser on my smart TV and then expand it. I don't know.
Next Wednesday we're on ESPN Plus, but that's in the middle of the show.
So Yuki Mania is going on down there. Tigers are going to be tonight in FedEx Forum against the Ohio Bobcats. I was actually there was one of Williams' buddies, his dad. I ran into him last night, and he asked me, he's like, "Have you been to the Tigers yet?" And I was like, "No, I hadn't been to either of the home games, right? The Missouri game." He goes, "I went to the Missouri game." He goes, "It was a blast." He said, "I had a great time." And I was like, "Really?" I was like, "You know what? It's nice to hear somebody so positive about it." Yeah, he said he had a
The
great
Tigers
time.
game?
Yeah, he said he loved it. So he told
Was
me.
it the second half, probably. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, second half.
Okay. Yeah, the second half was fun. I mean, even they're in between timeout stuff is still like
Right.
But yeah, the game was fun.
I don't know. I just thought it was nice to hear somebody be super positive about it. You know,
I
what
don't
mean?
think the game experience at Tiger games is one to ride home about, Vernon.
No, he was talking about the basketball.
Oh, yeah,
like the
yeah.
way they turned up in the second half and the press and the Haggerty and
Yeah, that was fun.
he was just super positive about it. And I was like, you know what? That's good to hear, man. I'm glad somebody had an amazing time going down there. So I hope it's a good time tonight. They're playing against the Ohio Bobcats, who we mentioned have lost by double digits to James Madison and double digits to Illinois State. Their win is over UNC Asheville. Memphis is 38 in KenPom right now. So hopefully, you know, this is you take care of business tonight, and then it's actually a really good game. The San Francisco game's a good game next week, which is going to be their next one. Tiger football's got the Battle of the Bones, which is going on tomorrow. Are you going out?
Yeah, I'll be there.
You are.
It's senior day. It's the last game for Seth Hennigan.
Sappy, maybe?
Yeah, I might throw confetti myself after the game is over.
So,
because the arrow will be over.
Well, make sure you get a great picture of the rib trophy.
Oh, I will. I got you.
Battle of the Bones. That's what we need.
I got y'all. I'll find a pregame for y'all and I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we got the Battle of the Bones. That's going on. And then, of course, the Grizzlies are going to be at home to play against the Nuggets on Sunday. Yeah, back-to-back against the Nuggets.
Sunday, Tuesday.
One of them's in-season tournament. I mean, we'll have to call it the Emirates Cup. My bad.
Yeah, the Cup.
It's the Emirates Cup.
The Emirates NBA Cup. Yeah, that one's Tuesday.
It's the quest for the cup.
It is.
They put up that photo and it said "Quest for the Cup" and it had Scottie Pippen Jr. And I was like,
He's
"Oh
in
wow!"
action.
Hey, I'll tell you this: if we get Vince Williams and Desmond Bane back, that makes it super fun.
Does.
It makes it way more fun. And that man, they lost Melt with that
it's
sprained
tough for Melt.
ACL.
Yeah.
Boy, he cannot stay healthy.
He never. Yeah.
He can't stay healthy.
No.
Even when he was here, it was spotty.
And they had put him in the starting lineup.
Yeah.
Once he had gotten back for the Warriors. And so, boy, it'd be great to have Bane back in action tonight.
So
and Vince and Brandon.
So your starters will be what? Let's lay it out. We got Scotty.
Yep, Bane.
Dez. You
Yep.
go Marcus.
Yes. And it'll be
Trip,
Jaron.
Brandon.
Yes.
Then bring up the bench. Vince.
Yep.
Jalen. Edie.
Laravia.
J-Huff.
Where's Santi?
Santi. J-Huff.
Yeah, I mean, look, they play.
That's a nice little group.
They
bro.
play 12s. We made play 12.
Yeah, that's a nice little group.
Be interesting to see. I mean, I think they're just going to get Vince going.
It's also
the Vince would not play big. He's not going to play big minutes.
It's the big guys tonight. Jaren and Edie, because they're not big.
Yeah.
Can they play? Like, Jaren's fine, but, like, can Edie play against this?
Yes.
That's the thing.
Can he create an advantage?
Yes. Can he create an advantage, or are they just going to play him off the court?
Right.
Yeah, just watch out
by putting him in every pick and roll.
Every single one of them.
And getting their offense
Steph
going.
is going to try him. Steph is going to try. I'm ready for that.
It's a big test.
Because
Draymond face to face.
Edie's first game against the Lakers here at the Forum, the Grizzlies won, but they played Edie off the court.
But again,
and the second time he was way better.
It's why it might be beneficial, honestly, to have him coming off the bench.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because now you're trying to not face that nearly as much.
Yes.
Brandon is fine. Brandon will even switch, right, on that screen.
Yeah,
he will.
He'll get out.
Brandon will
of the show a little
switch
bit.
on the
He'll go out of
screen.
the show, yeah.
But I mean, what you can't have is throwing him out on a pick and roll, putting him out on that screen, and then it's swing, and now it's Buddy Hield. All right. Because, I mean, hell, even Rui Hachimura was throwing daggers at us the other night. That was crazy.
Hey, it should be lit. It's
I'm excited for it.
Edie's first game against Draymond, so Jaren's probably kind of letting them know now.
And there's certainly there's a heightened care and a heightened attention to detail in these games. If you watched it on Tuesday night, it was an amazing 6 hours of basketball.
Yes.
You could just tell. It felt bigger. It just did. The court makes it feel bigger, but also just the gameplay. Like these teams were fighting tooth and nail to try to win this game. So they do want to win it.
Yes.
So it's the quest for the cup, bro.
And it means even more to us, Vernon, because we ain't won one yet.
Again.
Last year, we went winless in the cup.
Well, and also, this Warriors team's been great this year.
They have been.
Yeah, but I want to win a game in the cup. I want to be a cup winner.
Sounds like, I guess according to Sean, so I guess Ja will be back in town tomorrow. It sounds like tomorrow is the day. Ja will get some more tests done, and so hopefully we get some news. I mean, we're not that far off, man. Not that far off.
Not that far off.
If you get these three, if you can get these three back in the lineup tonight, you got Ja. We always knew that Gigi's going to be until, December or the calendar turn, like towards the end of December. So get good news on Ja this weekend, and now you're cooking with grease because you got a chance.
It's crazy because other teams' players are getting hurt now. You see DeMar DeRozan's back locked up on him.
Tons.
So many other teams are losing. You got Chet. We talked about all the injuries. Like, teams are dropping guys. We are getting guys back.
Right.
Let's make a run, bro.
Yep.
Let's make a run.
All right, let's take a quick break, and there's a big college football weekend coming up. Obviously, it's going to have a lot to do with what ends up happening with these playoff rankings. Brian Edwards joins us on Fridays. He'll join us on the other side. Chris Vernon Show.
There's no greater gift in the NBA right now than the gift of Ja Morant highlights. The highlight of Ja Morant going reverse 360 generated 161 million views in the first 24 hours.
Hey, Grizzlies fans, be sure to tune in to Grizzbeat, where the panel and I break down all things Grizzlies and take a look at the rest of the NBA as well. The show is live every Wednesday, 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Ja Morant is now being called by multiple professional athletes the most athletic human in the world.
What's the second best highlight you've seen this year?
That's right. I mean, I can't think of something off the top of my head.
He's had three that are better. I mean, I said this yesterday. 99.9% of every NBA player could play not only this year, but their entire careers.
The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Justin Timberlake.
I'm bringing sexy back.
The Forget Tomorrow World Tour. Live in Memphis. Justin Timberlake. FedEx Forum, Saturday, November 23rd. Get tickets now at LiveNation.com. The brand new single Selfish is available to stream and download now.
If I get jealous, I can't help it.
For more, hit up JustinTimberlake.com.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing beats catching your Grizzlies IRL, and nobody knows that better than you. So next time you want to hit up a game, Ticketmaster's got your back with tickets to every upcoming matchup. Whether you're catching the Grizzlies at home or on the road, you'll find tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Keep putting that jersey collection to use and get Grizzlies tickets today. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside again soon, Memphis.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans, want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you during the Grizzlies 2024-2025 season? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rate.
The top 5 worst teams in the NFL. I think the Panthers are the worst team in the NFL.
I got the Saints number 1. Ha ha ha! Let's put the Aints up there. They're terrible.
I'll take the Titans as my worst team in the NFL. If they played Will Levis, they're for sure the worst team. Maybe in NFL history. Might be worse than the 0-16 Lions if they play Will Levis.
The Odds Couple, live at 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
I will take Happy Feet. Give me Happy Feet. Hugh Jackman plays Memphis, the Penguin dad in Happy Feet. I love it. Beautiful message. The tap dancing.
Oh, that was great.
Give me Happy Feet.
Tune in to the Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt live every weekday at 8 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Grizzlies fans, dunks, dimes, and no-looks are great on TV, but nothing compares to catching them IRL. And that starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch every highlight in person. From seeing your favorite Grizzly stars up close to hearing the squeak of the sneakers on the hardwood. Put that jersey collection to use and get tickets at Ticketmaster. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside, Memphis.
Anticipate each challenge. Make a quick response. Capitalize on every opportunity. And win. Greatness won't wait. It's true in basketball. It's true in banking. Grizzlies Checking from Pinnacle. Play hard. Bank easy. Open a Grizzlies checking account with at least $100 and a recurring direct deposit by August 31st. And you could receive a $200 direct deposit bonus into your account. Details at grizzliesbanking.com. Member FDIC.
Can't wait. It's time to get it popping.
It's going to be crazy. The fans are going to be loud. We need just energy.
We're going to need, the Forum rocking. We're going to need, everybody in Memphis to be out there to come to support.
When the fans are good, we're good. Simple as that.
A Bane 3. Yes, sir. Desmond Bane with ice water in his veins.
We'll ride the energy together.
Welcome back to the Chris Vernon Show on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, back to your host, Chris Vernon.
Outside with the G's and the homies. OG fresh out ducking the police. White t-shirt, locs on, riding dirt trick. Don't talk to me when I'm counting up money. Yeah, west side, east side, it's active. I just stepped in the party, what's cracking? I just seen the enemies, but they laugh. Yeah, we really.
All right, we're back. Chris Vernon Show. Big college football weekend coming up this weekend. Of course, we got another updated playoff rankings earlier this week, and there will certainly be some shifts in those rankings given what could take place this weekend. To go through the games and get his picks for the weekend, we're joined every week by Brian Edwards from VegasInsider.com. He joins us now. Brian!
What's happening, gentlemen? How we doing?
Hey, buddy. All right. Before we get into all the college football games that are going on this weekend, you going to put anything on Jake Paul Tyson?
I'm just rooting for Tyson. I think Paul probably wins unless Tyson catches him in the first 2 rounds. And I'll just I'll be rooting for Mike.
Yeah, I think everybody's going to root for Mike Tyson and hope for the best, but I fear that it's not going to go his way. 58. What did you say? Didn't you tell us you turned 50? 58's tough, boy. 58's tough.
Yeah. And well, no matter what happens, at least he got that open hand bitch slap in yesterday.
He got that one in. All right. Favorite game this weekend?
Open date -21 against FSU.
Damn.
I'm kidding.
Hey,
that's
hey, my boy's in a bad way. I saw yesterday, what was it, like the 6th recruit has bailed? I think it was 6 now.
Yep.
Like 4 and 5 stars that are just like going elsewhere. I'm like, geez, when it rains, it pours, right? You have this terrible season, and then it kills your recruiting for the next year, possibly. All right, funny joke.
All right. Let's go Louisiana -7 versus South Alabama. So South Alabama's got a stud quarterback, Gio Lopez, but he left the last game with a concussion. There has been, well, actually, I haven't looked this morning, but there's been no information out there on him. I'm assuming he's going to play, but even if he plays, their defense is awful. They're number 123 of 134 FBS teams in pass defense, and they're going up against Ben Woolridge, the QB for Louisiana, who's got a 17-4 TD-INT ratio and 5 rushing touchdowns. Louisiana's 8-1 straight up. Their only loss, a close game to Tulane. They've won 6 in a row. They've covered 3 in a row. 6 of their 8 wins are by double-digit margins. They're 5-0 in Sun Belt play. They won their 2 Sun Belt home games by 10 and 36. Let's go Louisiana -7 to South Alabama.
What do we used to call them? Louisiana.
UL Lafayette. UL Lafayette.
Yeah.
Says, let's see. Michael DeSormo is their coach. I was looking to see who that
that's
coach
who replaced.
was.
That's
39.
who replaced Napier.
He's 39. Wow. 39 years old. Who knew? Former quarterback there at Louisiana Lafayette. Who knew? All right. Louisiana -7 over South Alabama. All right. I'm going to hope your next game is a game that I could actually watch.
Right. Well, I don't know.
Surely you're going to pick one that's got a camera at it.
That's a National Geographic as hell.
Okay, let's go to the feel good hours, and let's go with BYU -2.5 to Kansas at last look. But let me check that. Looks like. Well, where is it?
Kansas was a hot pick last week, bro. Man, and they took care of
they're
business.
They're a hot pick. They're a hot pick this week. They're the popular public underdog. But I got to go BYU -2.5. I made them a 5-point favorite. The Cougars are 3-1 against the spread in their 4 home games. Their wins have been by margins of 3, 22, 29, and 28. And Kansas is 0-4 straight up, 1-3 ATS on the road. And I will roll with BYU -2.5. I know Kansas is playing better, but they're on the road going into elevation. I got the Cougars.
All right, so you like Louisiana -7 against South Alabama. BYU -2.5 against Kansas. What we got next?
I don't think you're going to like this one. I'm going to go back to the Bearcats as an underdog.
Come on.
They lose last week, but they out-yarded West Virginia 436 to 248. They out-first down them 24-10. They were up 7-zip, 4th and 1 in the red zone. They throw a 79-yard pick six, and then West Virginia got another defensive touchdown, but they should have won that game. And Iowa State's lost back-to-back games. They're in an 0-3 ATS slide, and at last look, since he was +9 or 9.5, and I bought the half point to 10. Oh gosh, looks like it's gone down to 7.5. Okay, well I'm less bullish on it at 7.5. It was 9.5 last night.
So what are we? We're not messing with 7.5. I'm not even gonna mark this down if it's 7.5.
It's 7.5. I still like them.
You do?
I knew you weren't gonna like it anyway. Chime in, Roser. What do you think?
No.
This?
Cincinnati.
I don't know. I don't know about
They're
this
3
game.
plays away from being 8-1.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Iowa State, obviously not that impressive either. I don't know. I don't have any opinion.
All right, let's move
I have
on.
no opinion on this game.
You don't go to.
I have zero plans of watching this game.
Hey, you don't go to Ames and come out alive.
You don't.
You don't go to Ames and come out alive.
Harrison Barnes is going to be there.
Is that right?
I don't know. He's like one of the only Iowa State people I know. Or he's from Iowa.
He's from Ames.
Yeah, he's from Ames.
You happen to know your quarterback, too.
He's getting ready for a big game on Sunday against the Seattle Seahawks.
Brock Purdy.
The lame Hawks.
I was so hopeful that the Cowboys were playing a 3 o'clock Sunday game because we have a game against the Nuggets at 5 o'clock, and I was like, oh, it's going to get me out of having to watch the Cowboys. And then I saw it's Monday Night Football, and I was like, no. No.
It's the day between Grizzlies games.
No. I was like, I really thought I was going to get a great...
Who do y'all play? Y'all play the Texans.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I thought it was going to be a great excuse.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I was like, oh, good. I'll be watching the Grizzlies versus Jokic. I'm not going to have to watch the Cowboys. And then I was like, Monday Night Football? No.
We've beaten the Seahawks 6 straight times, and I'm nervous as hell because they're coming off a bye.
Oh, God.
And they're healthy.
You're pathetic.
Bro.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead, Brian. We got so we're not messing with Cincinnati, but we got Louisiana and BYU. Who else?
Florida LSU over 55. I'm trying to see if that line's moved. Where is that game? Looks like it's anywhere from 55 to 56. As long as it's 56 or fewer, I like the over. So Florida, the over's hitting 3 straight to improve to 6-3 overall. The Gators defense has given up 49 and 34 in the last 2 games. They gave up 41 to Miami. They gave up 33 to A&M. A&M had 33 early in the third quarter. DJ Lagway has been taken off the injury report, so Florida should be competent offensively, and they get one of their best receivers back who missed last week's games. In Lagway's 2 starts, the Gators have scored 45 and 48 points. The over's 2-1 for the LSU in their 3 road games. They won 36-33 at South Carolina for 69 combined. They won 38-23 at A&M for 61 combined. And LSU's 7th in the nation in passing yards. And Florida's 2 starting cover corners are out, and there are other injuries in the secondary. So, and Florida's defense is not very good to begin with. And so I think Nussmeier has a big night. And by the way, is it 3.5 or 4? If it gets to 3 tomorrow, I like LSU as well, but I would want to have it at 3. But over as long as it's 56 or fewer.
Billy winning you over a little bit or no?
Hell no. Why would you say that?
Okay. All right. So whole him and Lagway as a team up if they beat LSU this weekend. Huh? Come on.
Stop it.
You don't want to lose Lagway.
I look, I'll do anything to get the athletic director, Scott Strickland, and Billy Bob Napier the hell out of town. We can start from ground zero for all I care.
And your pervert basketball coach.
Oh, yeah. What's going on with the pervert basketball coach?
You got a freaky basketball coach, bro?
Yeah, he's a real pervert, they say. I saw in the school newspaper, it said he's a pervert.
Yeah, no, it is. It's a lot worse than what's come out so far from what I've been told. It's even worse.
Oh, he's a grade A perv, huh? Wow.
Oh, yeah.
That Todd Golden.
I love the name of your student newspaper, though, at Florida.
The Daily
The alligator, baby.
The alligator.
The alligator.
Oh, the alligator.
That's pretty cool.
There you go. All right, you any more college? So you like Florida LSU over. You got Louisiana, got BYU. Anything else in college?
I got Arkansas plus 14 early in the week, but it's down to 12. I still lean their way. They've had 2 weeks to prepare, and they've mauled Texas the last 2 times they've played them. Big-time rivalry. And Pittman's 10-4 against the spread as a double-digit underdog, and he's covered 5 straight as a double-digit dog. And I also like Illinois minus 2.5 to Sparty. Illinois, well, they both had an open date. Illinois has lost back-to-back games, but one of them was at Oregon, and they're 5-1 straight up at home, 3-2-1 ATS. Altmaier, the QB, 16-3 TDI-INT ratio, whereas Childs, the Sparty quarterback, has an 8-11 TDI-INT ratio. I made Illinois a 6.5-point favorite. I'll take them minus 2.5. And by the way, Sparty, 1-4 straight up in 5 road games this year.
Yikes. Me and Rose are talking about that Arkansas game earlier in the week. It just seems like that seems like one that people are going to overlook, but is super dangerous for Texas.
What about the total in that game?
It's just, hear me out on this, Edwards. I think it's just like you start to see some of these teams, especially when they're like there's not a tremendous amount of room for error, they start to tense up here at the end of the year. And then it's like somebody like Arkansas, what the hell does it matter? But at Texas, it's like you know, you want to be so perfect, and you want to make sure that you're right, staying undefeated. You know, that you're not losing any games the rest of the way, and you do have pressure to be able to hold on to your spot because you're getting to play for a national championship. Whereas somebody like Arkansas, there's no like, okay, let's just go play, right?
Yeah.
Pull up Texas's resume and
They haven't beaten
look at
anybody.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, their wins are not aging very well. And by the way, I'm sorry about my internet.
Yeah,
I
that
see
Michigan that Michigan win.
The Michigan win.
It looks worse and worse every week.
Looks terrible. What about the total? It's like 57.5. I feel like that's like
low.
Dude, they give up 63 to Arkansas. What else did they do? They've given up
to Ole Miss.
Yeah, to Ole Miss.
Yeah. 63 to Ole Miss. They give up 34 before that, 25 to Mississippi State. Like their games are all
Oklahoma
like
State.
Their last
Yeah.
the last like 2 games have been just
I like
like
it too.
They've soared over that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would lean over on that. But hey, how about this, guys? If Texas loses this game or at A&M, I mean, does it get a little hairy for them on the CFP?
Yes.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, it does.
I think so, too.
Just because people are going to start double taking their schedule.
Yeah.
Right. Let's get to a couple of these others I do want to ask you about. You did not give them out as picks. Any thoughts on Utah laying the double digits against, Colorado laying the double digits against Utah?
Colorado or pass, but it's a pass for me.
Understood. The huge one, Tennessee, Georgia.
I mean, is Nico playing or not? I don't really have an opinion until I know about Nico.
Doesn't that line tell us he's not? There's no way.
I don't know.
I've been saying this all week. There's no way that's the line if Nico's playing. I just refuse to believe that.
I made the line 7 thinking Nico would play. I think it's 14 without him.
Yeah. Really?
I mean,
that Georgia team just got chucked around the field by Ole Miss.
Yeah.
Like just ragdolled.
The only thing I'll say is I think Georgia has to win this game. Like this is their season.
Right. And Beck has to play better.
They only scored against Ole Miss because of the friggin' pick at the 20.
Yeah.
And then they punched it in, and then they played the last, 58 minutes of that game and couldn't do nothing.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
I mean, Beck, what's he thrown? Like 9 interceptions in the last 3 or 4 games? It's ridiculous. He's been
like
awful.
20 of them, it feels like.
He's cost himself so much money.
Yeah, it's like 14 turnovers in the last 4 games or something, or 5 games he's had between the picks and fumbles. Yeah. It's like 14 turnovers in 5 games.
Oh, what does he need money for? His girlfriend's got a bunch of NIL money.
Yeah, she does.
Bro, you got a camera twin, bro.
Yeah. All right. So Louisiana, BYU, Florida, LSU over, little on Arkansas and Illinois. All right.
I was blind bets. Rob Fisher has been on this for a while now. If you want to do blind bets tonight. Friday night underdogs this season have been 23-11 against the spread this year. Friday night dogs have. They were 3-1 last week. So tonight that'd be Wyoming, North Texas, UCLA, and Houston are the Friday night dogs tonight.
And it doesn't matter if they're home or away?
It has not mattered. Friday night dogs are 23-11 against the spread this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's a nugget for you. The Wyoming starting quarterback went to Dallas South Lake Carroll, my first cousin's daughter, and he is her boyfriend, and he made his first career start in the 49-45 win at New Mexico, and then they had an open date. So he'll make his second start tonight.
Well, they're catching 9 at Colorado State tonight.
Caden Anderson.
Do it for Josh Allen.
How about that? He's keen, as they say.
Shout out to him, man.
He's keen to you, Brian. He's keen to you. These guys keen to you. The Wyoming quarterback's keen to you.
He's keen to you.
All right. All right. What else you like this weekend? Anything NFL? Anything UFC?
Yeah, Eric Anders. It was -115 to -120 at last look against Chris Weidman. The former champ's washed up. Anders has been sober for 14 months, 2-1 in his last 3 fights. The only loss was a fight of the night performance. And then I like the Detroit Lions team total over 30.5. They've scored 52 and 42 in their last 2 home games, and they are averaging 31.6 points per game, number 2 in the NFL in scoring. They're playing the Jagoffs without Trevor Lawrence. And then I also like Patrick Mahomes.
Is it Mac Jones? It's going to be Mac Jones?
It's Mac Jones.
Mac Jones.
Turn up.
Who?
Mac Jones.
They scored 26. They scored 26 and threw 5 picks. Like, that's crazy.
All right.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And the automatic play is KC. I mean, Patrick Mahomes, 12-1-1 against the spread, 11 outright wins as an underdog. Chiefs plus 2.5.
Why are they? I mean, I swear. Yeah, I saw that. He's 12-1 as an underdog. It's just an auto.
Yeah, and Dalton Kincaid's out, and Amari Cooper's very questionable. I feel like he's got another key injury, Buffalo does. Now, Butker's out for Kansas City, the kicker. You know, he's pretty clutch in big games, but it's not going to deter me from playing it.
All right, fair enough. All right, Eric Anders, you like the Lions team total over. You like Kansas City catching the points against Buffalo.
The Bills have won the last 3 regular season meetings. 2017, 24-20, and 38-20. But the Chiefs have won the 3 playoff meetings. So, yeah.
But this is the regular season.
Yeah, so the Bills.
Andy's an underdog.
I will tell you the Bills.
Mahomes is an underdog. He's
Go
12-1.
Go Bills.
He's 12-1.
Go Bills.
As an underdog. All right, Brian, have a great weekend. Thanks, brother.
Y'all as well. Appreciate it. Y'all be good.
Brian Edwards, VegasInsider.com. There's actually some really good games that are going on this weekend.
Should be a fun weekend.
Huh? I mean, the
fun weekend.
NFL weekend's got some pretty good ones. Steelers-Ravens at noon that's a great game. Division game, rivalry game. 7-2 Steelers, 7-3 Ravens.
Yeah.
That's really good.
That is a good one.
That's a really good one. And then
let Russ cook. Dev, you do not want to get cooked by Russell Wilson.
I mean,
Trust me.
I lived that life for a decade.
Hey, that's 2, but there's 2 like really great ones. You got that noon. That's at noon. Ravens Steelers, or is it noon? And then that 3:25 game, Chiefs Bills. And we're just going to have to keep up with that one while we're watching the Grizzlies play against Jokic. 5 o'clock on Sunday is so weird.
You see he's not playing tonight, personal reasons.
Who?
Yoke.
Really?
Yeah, he's out
Jokic
tonight.
isn't playing tonight.
Oh, I hope everything's okay.
Yeah, I know, right?
Because he doesn't really miss games, huh?
He don't sit out for nothing, bro. So this got to be a real situation.
Right, and his family's all back overseas, I think.
Yeah, so he's out tonight.
Wow.
Jokic. Did you see this? This NBA University, the efficiency check-in. You see this?
Efficiency check-in?
Offensive rating, defensive rating, and the net rating all together. You see this graphic they put up?
No.
Put the graphic. I just sent it y'all downstairs. And this makes me. We talk about feeling good about playing with like our
Grizzlies
guys
are
so far.
like a +8, right?
They're +7.3. If y'all have it, I'll send it to y'all downstairs. Y'all can put it on the screen.
I was close. 7-3.
Yeah. So they're number 7 offensive rating and number 5 in defensive rating. So they're top 10 in both, and then they're number 5 in net rating. So that makes me feel so good right now.
I mean,
you ain't got no guys like this. So that's a.
I got it. Look, I'm happy about it too. When you're this early in the season and you have a 50-point win,
you've played the Blazers,
just screwing all your numbers.
So you think it's messing up the numbers?
I know it is.
Yeah.
No, that destroys the numbers.
It makes it look better than what it is. You think?
Bro, span that out.
Because I'm like looking at the other teams, and I'm like, okay, Boston's up there,
Yeah,
Cavs are up there.
you got to span. It's the one win.
It's the Portland 45er.
Yes.
45er.
I mean, dude, they won 100 and what was it? 38 to. I think I've got it.
It was a 45-point win.
Huh?
It was a 45-point win.
134 to 89.
Yeah.
I mean, that's going to take a long. Those kind of numbers just destroy your numbers for a long time. I mean, good or bad. If you lose like that, then it takes forever to get it right. If you win like that, it's going to look good for a long time.
I just think it's like you look at this list though. It's all like teams you feel like are good, right?
Well,
you feel like they're decent.
You know, Kirk Goldsberry always does his last 10 games only.
Yeah.
So the last 10 games, the Grizzlies are number 2 net, number 4 in offense, number 4 in defense. The Thunder number 1 net overall, 7 in offense, 2nd in defense.
But I mean,
Celtics,
we're all. But you got to understand, we are in.
I
mean,
it's still good to see because last year we had a ton of injuries and we were at the bottom of this.
We're looking for positivities, bro. Like, last year was so depressing.
I'm just trying to give you guys a little bit of context that if you extract that 45-point win, still good, but it's not.
Hey, look, man.
Yeah.
When the year we had to watch 87 different players play basketball in those whack jerseys, I think this year we're taking all the positives.
Last year at the beginning of the year, we went to Portland on a weekend and we lost. with Bismack Biyombo playing center. This year we went to Portland early in the season on a weekend and we won.
But it's not the same. That was not for the cup. That
Portland
game
was not
yes,
for the
it was last year. That was our first cup game.
It was our first cup game. I remember. I sat there and watched the cup game.
And that's a different team when it's for the cup. They turned around and beat Minnesota.
They did.
Why
are the Blazers
built for the cup?
Cup juggernauts.
The cup juggernauts. Big cup guys.
No, you know why? Because friggin' Ayton went out.
Yeah.
Now they've got a rotation of Time Lord and Klingon.
Players who actually play.
Yes. Who are good.
Not jog up and down the court.
Yeah.
But no, bro, I'm just saying, bro. We was watching Bismack. Shout out Jay Gilly. Shout out number 18 last year.
Number 18.
Shout out Timmy Allen. I don't remember his name.
Somebody wore 18 for us last year?
Yeah.
I guess somebody wore everything for us last year.
See, who else wore it? Yeah.
And we have still been the most injured team thus far this year. So
yeah, that sucks. But
when are we going to get news on Bane? I guess we're not.
Probably when it goes.
They're just going to keep it questionable.
Yeah, probably an hour
I guess I'll have to
before.
tune in to Grizzlies Live at 8:30.
Yeah.
We're on Valley too, right?
I guess.
It may be a sign.
Is it only?
It's FanDuel. It's the FanDuel Sports Network.
Oh, that's what I meant. FanDuel Sports. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Grizzlies on FanDuel Sports
we are.
Network.
Okay. So we'll probably
we're side by side.
We'll find out early because he usually warms up pretty early. So we should find out after he goes through warm up.
Bro, as soon as I saw him on that list, that meant he's playing.
Yeah.
To me.
No,
because
sure.
because it's one of these NBA Cup games.
Yeah.
And again, if it wasn't an NBA Cup game, maybe then you give him a little extra rest. But he's probably like, dude, I want to play.
Like we lost every cup
I
game
want
last
to play.
year, bro. I want to hoop.
I want to play, and probably wants to play against Golden State. And it's such an odd injury. We still don't. You know what I mean? I don't know what your chances of re-injuring an oblique are. I mean, I don't.
It's like they said it's a football injury, so just don't do football stuff.
That's
fair. He did hurt it on the drive, so hopefully I'm gonna be paying attention to how he plays.
Andy
tonight.
looks like a football player.
He does.
So I'll be paying attention to how Des plays. It's more of like perimeter, 3-point shooting, and less of like downhill. So I'll be watching.
Very close to having everybody.
So close.
Very close.
We about to, hey, when we get them, man, we about to kick through that door, bro. Y'all better watch off in heads, bro.
It's gonna be a fun weekend.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, we got sports, big sports every day.
I'm gonna have to figure out how I can flip on Yuki because your game's at 7.
7.
Perfect.
7 NBA, the G League app.
Yep.
Yeah, but I'm gonna find a way.
Yeah,
I'm gonna find a way to be
GLeague.com.
able to pull that up on my TV, even if I have to
You can
cast it.
AirPlay. Yeah.
I could cast it,
Yeah, cast that joint.
and then
You got
because I'm gonna have time until and then the Tigers game. Those are gonna be on at 7, and then by 9 o'clock I'll be flipped on to the Grizzlies, and then that Jake Paul and Mike Tyson
Let me
fight.
see what channel.
It's a big night.
the Tigers are playing on.
Big
Tigers are on ESPN Plus. So yeah,
Good.
they're on the Plus.
It'll be a big night.
Yeah.
A lot going on, man. And then
Yeah.
tomorrow we got college football and all kinds of stuff. And then Sunday we'll be back down at the Forum. See Jokic playing against.
They said
the
he's having a
Grizzlies.
baby too, Vernon. That's what the streets are saying.
Oh, they're having he's having a baby?
Yeah.
Good for him. Congrats on the sex. All right. It's going to do it for today's show.
All right.
You've never heard that?
I didn't expect that one though.
No, we've heard it. I just don't think you expected it.
I think at the time,
Yeah.
you saying it just kind of threw me off a little bit.
Thanks to Butterbean.
Yeah, Butterbean.
Thanks to Brian Edwards. Thanks to Gary Parrish. Thanks to Devin Walker. Thanks to John Roser across the glass. Everybody have a wonderful and safe weekend. We'll see you at the Forum on Sunday. If we don't, we'll talk to you on Monday. Until then, we gone.